cha, dvitiyam brahmacharini, tritiyam chandraganteti, kushmanteti chaturthakam, panchamam skandamateti, shastyam kadyayaniti cha, saptamam kalaratriti, mahaguriti chastramam, navamam siddhidatri cha, navadurga prakirtita, uktanye tarinamani, paramanaga mahatmanaha.
Hello, welcome to the Embody Freedom series. I'm Hemalayaa, your host and lead facilitator, and we're a few minutes late this morning. Let us know if you are out there. Good morning. Oh, Doe in the house. Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you. So yeah, let us know where you're watching from, receiving from. This is an interactive show. This is an interactive, and we intend that it's fiercely fun. And so we actually have an incredible guest on today that I'm super excited about, a sister and somebody who is very, very fun, Amy Jo Goddard. Yeah, dear sister, dear friend, and has something incredible to share today, so I'm excited to have her on in just a moment. So breathing here, the Embody Freedom series. Woo! Yeah, what does that mean? It means we are here together and we are in our upliftment. We are here to, this is a co-creation. So you in the house, hold up. I want to make sure, did you guys hear that? You probably can't hear that. Anyways, we live right near the base, what's it called? Camp Pendleton. So sometimes they have quite loud testing that happens. Feels like a bomb going off, so let me know if you can hear that at some point. But now you won't be able to hear it because DTO is playing his amazing music. So taking in a deep breath in. Whew! The Embody Freedom series is an experiential invitation. It's an invitation for you to go within. We're going to utilize breath work, of course, embodiment practices. The guests that we have on are here to serve in your upliftment. So receive it. Yeah, it's for us to overcome this modern day insanity and actually go within and know the truth and practice the truth. So all these practices, this whole series is designed to ground us in a whole new level of leadership, in a whole new embodiment of leadership, because fear and stress and anxiety, all those things they're gonna continue on. They're gonna keep on trying. But if you can stay in your centered self through these practices, that is exciting to me. And those practices for me also. So the invitation, again, is let's thrive by reclaiming and sustaining our joy and our pleasure through movement, through these practices. The time is now to pivot and expand into your freedom. So breathe here. Bounce it out. Start to say yes with your head. We open up this series with some movement and invitation. And while I'm doing this, I also want to grab a lighter. Here we go. We got one. Yes, right here. And light this candle for the allies, the goddesses, the archangels, angels, divine beings, devas and devis, if you know those terms. We're going to light this candle and place it here on this altar, which you can't fully see right now. It's all good. Whoo! Here, I'll turn it so you can see that little altar on the wall here that we just lit the candle for. So we're honoring these allies that come in to support us. So I've been speaking specifically to you light leaders, that are being initiated into your light leadership versus your light workers, right? We're going from light workers, we're going to light leadership. So breathe here, turn on the light here. Whoo, walk it out, side to side, roll it out. Make some sounds here. We only do a few minutes to open ourselves up, so utilize this time to get into your receptive mode. Breathe here. So yoga teachers in the house, spiritual teachers in the house that are rising right now, it is time absolutely for you to rise into your greatest. So unwind the places. You know what to do. You've got your practices. So walk around in your space right now and integrate all the teachings, all the wisdom that has come through you in the past and bring it into your own being. Breathe here, going around in circles. Shake out your hands. Move your head from side to side. Little internal om here. Roll out those shoulders at the same time. Just like a little baby waking up. Go into that mode and move in all ways. You know, that little baby that's like, oh, stretching it out. See if you can stretch it out. Oh. Stretch out your mouth. Flubber your lips. Move your head from side to side. Oh, let go of any pockets of contraction, of holding, of withholding, of abandonment. Any places that you've abandoned your true and highest self here. Shake it out. Move it out. Breathe it out. Whoo! The invitation is to go in. Go in. Take that breath all the way in. Deeper, further than your belly button, further than your sacrum. And take that breath all the way into your energetic, coiled up, beautiful Kundalini Shakti, that energy that's sitting at the base of the spine, just waiting for you to awaken her so she can move into your body. Ooh, move into your greatest expansion. Let go. And then come into that yes. Bobbing your head. Yes. Bend those knees if you're standing. I invite you to stand if you're not standing already. And pause in this space and time as you say yes with your head, with your heart. And place your palms up, out from your heart. We do go into our intentions now. Our intentions for our day, our intentions for this moment forward. And so breathe into your being. I know so many of you are up to some incredible big vision movements forward. So breathe into all of that you are intending to serve in humanity and serve your people, your tribes. Breathe and connect in. So this is a whole new pathway of connecting deeper and more intimate in this realm than we ever have before. This realm of the interwaves, the web. And as yoga teachers, spiritual teachers, we didn't sign up for being online so much, but being off the grid is what we really, truly desire. And teaching yoga or spiritual teaching doesn't ever stop. We keep deepening, we keep growing. We keep coming into more and deeper truths within ourselves and life itself. So inhale and exhale. Let go of any heaviness, any confusion, any unclarity, any uncertainty in this time and space. Today we've got an incredible journey that we get to introduce you to, an erotic one in fact, where my dear friend and sister Amy Jo is here to share with us an offering, an opportunity, a deepening within yourself, a playfulness. And so get into your receptive mode right now. Add that into your intentions. I'm adding it into my intentions to receive all the beautiful gifts that are right in front of me, to see them and then to receive them and then to thank them. So it's a threefold, right? Opening up, saying yes, receiving, taking it in, integrating, and then gratitude. And so breathe here. Open your eyes when you're ready. Roll it out. Flubber your lips. Hello, good morning. As you open your eyes, as you are with us, give us a little favorite emoji and a hello in whatever language you say hello in. Maybe it's namaste, it's sat sri akal, hola. How do you say? Oh, no. Buenos dias. What else? What else? However you say good morning or hello in your language. Write it in with your favorite emoji. So we are here Monday to Friday live most of the month. The last week of the month, we rerun our favorite shows. We are on episode 39. Woohoo! Yes, we started this when we went into quarantine here, and we call this the Corona Chronicles. Bonjour! Yes, of course. We got some French in the house. Yes, bonjour. Beautiful, Michelle. Thank you. And yeah, so DTO, all the music is DTO's music. And those of you who are light leaders that have a mission here to serve and to share your message and the deeper wisdom and the deeper truths to come through, then you might want to check out music by, you can go to Instagram at DTO Music. At DTO Music. So check him out. He's also got an incredible offer right now, just FYI, a no-brainer. It is a licensing his music, and he's got 3 albums plus a bunch of remixes. You would have access to all of these. It's just seriously, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, so check it out. Where can they check that out? He'll put it on the screen. So taking in some deep breaths in, what are you called to in your rising right now? What are the personal upgrades that you're calling in? I've got my personal ones, and I've also got my mission in the world ones. So what are those for you? Because what we're going to be talking about today with Amy Jo is those pieces within yourself, like some personal growth edges, you could even call them. So this is Amy Jo. I get to introduce you to her and welcome her. And some of you know her already. She's an incredible leader and guide to so many. So I'm going to share her bio right now, and then we will, then we'll welcome her on screen with us. So she says, hailing from a military dad and recovering Catholic, proudly Sandra D mom, Amy Jo had no other choice but to become a sex educator, just to sail the shaky waters of human experience and help her family survive. And actually, they don't really take sex advice from her, but thousands of others have improved their lives, boosted their confidence, learned the art of asking for what they want, and have gotten it, stepped into their power, learned to radically love their bodies, showed up as emotionally powerful in their relationships. She's rock starred their midlife with the best sex ever and put into perspective and practice the very real and important role sexuality was meant to play in their lives under her teachings and guidance. So Amy Jo is the author of Woman on Fire, 9 Elements to Wake Up Your Erotic Energy, Personal Power, and Sexual Intelligence. As well as she's co-authored one of the best-selling classic lesbian sex secrets for men, recently published in 2nd edition. She earned her master's degree in human sexuality education at New York University and has been teaching and speaking about feminism and sexuality for over 2 decades. I am so honored to call her a sister and a dear friend and a collaborator of sorts. So welcome, Amy Jo.
Thank you. Yay.
Yeah.
I love being here with you.
It's awesome to have you here.
Come into our living room.
Yes, exactly. Come
We
into our
do
homes.
this.
I was just saying,
Let
like,
you all
now,
in on it.
yeah, now we get to really be in each other's homes and see
Yeah.
behind the scenes of where we create from. So it's nice to see your starry office there.
I know. I hosted the Far Out Cabaret a couple weeks ago. So it was a space theme. So we made
Are they glow in the dark?
No, but they're sparkly.
Okay,
They're
good.
glittery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you have one of your babies, one of your biggest productions that you have run for many years now, and right now it's going to be a virtual event, like open to so many. Will you talk about it here?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my whole brand is built around fire at this point with Women on Fire. And, I've been teaching sexual empowerment programs for 10 years now for women and non-binary people. And so a few years ago, I just decided I wanted to do a bigger event, which you have been to. So we called it Fire Woman. And so we would have it at the fire garden in this like beautiful space with fires burning everywhere and the whole nine. And this year we were going to take it to the East Coast. And here we are.
Now you're taking it to the whole world.
We're taking it to the world. I mean, yeah, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
It's so funny what's happening right now because I think we're all stretching into things that we could have been doing,
Yeah.
but we weren't, right? And so it's really that whole necessity is the mother of invention. And I'm playing with that. I'm having so much fun with it. And I mean, I have not griped about this. I honestly can say I have not griped about it. I have not had a pity party about it. And I know some people are, and it's no judgment if you have. And, my approach has been just to say, okay, like this is what we're doing. Yeah. So then how do we get to create community? How do we get to connect with each other and still do things that are really powerful using the technological tools that we have, which thank goodness we have. Thank goodness. And so, I mean, look at you, you're doing this show, you're bringing people together every day. And, I'm just seeing so many people really blossoming their creativity. And I think that is how quickly we decide to go with that current is directly related to how well we do in this time, to how much we are able to thrive and feel alive and really connected to our purpose, because this is what it is. And so, Sonia Renee Taylor, there's a quote going around of hers talking about, she author of The Body Is Not an Apology, talking about like, what is this normal everyone wants to go back to? Like, we're not going back to that, number one. And number two, there was nothing normal about that.
Right.
It was systems that didn't take care of people, that didn't take people with them. And so there's a different democratization that's happening right now because we all have the internet, or most of us do, in our modern world. And so we get to really create something different. And so I feel excited about that. That's what's up for me. And so, yeah, Fire Women Retreat, we're doing it virtually this weekend, and we start with our opening ceremony today, and you're going to be there. I'm so excited you're going to be a part of it. And I think this is such a creative, magical time. And I feel so excited about what's actually possible. I'm watching women from the Middle East sign up. A woman from Denmark signed up the other day. She's going to stay up till 3 a.m. to be at the retreat. Like we get to do that right now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And for those of you, it is tonight, just so you know. It starts tonight, but tonight is free. It's open to everyone. So you get to have a taste of what's possible. It's really exciting. What is the time that it's happening today?
The opening ceremony today is 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 to 7 Eastern. Everybody else can do the...
Yeah, and then the rest of it, do the math on that.
I can't do all the math.
Yeah, and what can they expect this evening? Like, what can they expect today?
Today, I'm a ceremonialist. It's really going to be creating the the portal, really walking through the portal and creating the ceremony, whether people are going to stay with us and be with us the whole weekend, or they just want to come and be a part of opening ceremony. There's going to be a lot of depth and really setting that ritual container so that we can do this work and be here together. My tradition is the Lakota tradition. And so I always bring in pieces of that. And there's some amazing priestesses that are going to be there helping me with that opening ceremony. And today's theme is really about rebirthing, and rebirthing from home, because what's happening right now is that we're all home birthing.
Yes.
And so how do we get to midwife ourselves through our own home birth? And what does that actually mean for us right now? I think that, one of the chapters in Woman on Fire is home. It's one of the 9 elements of sexual empowerment. And so talking about what does that really mean to be at home in ourselves? And then if we're at home in ourselves, how are we really anchoring from that place as we take off into whatever the next world gets to look like, whatever it is that we're creating and composting and churning through right now? Like, this is a pivotal, deeply important moment. Absolutely. And so it's really going to be to anchor that with each other in community. We've got hundreds of people signed up. It's going to be a big gathering online so that we can do this together. And so again, some people are going to choose to step in and come for the whole weekend, and that's beautiful. And if not, just to come and get nourished and be connected to that field of women and non-binary people who are showing up for this. So I'm excited.
Well, let's actually dive in just a little bit to the actual work. So like you call this an erotic carnival. Like, this is a place for you to come. And my experience of it has been, wow, it's just like opened my eyes to so much of my own desire that I wasn't able to speak about in the past. So would you speak into like your intention behind that piece? Because that's the part where we don't talk about sexuality in this culture. We keep it really hidden. We're very shamed about it. We shame ourselves about it. So I want to hear like your intention so that people really get like, this is a safe place to play.
Well, I think there's so few, it's unfortunate. There are so few places where we can go and let our guard down to learn actual erotic skills that doesn't involve having sex with somebody else. It doesn't involve pleasing a partner. We're not in our head about, oh my God, am I doing it right? Oh my gosh, are they liking what I'm doing? And the pressure's on, right? So with the erotic carnival, I bring in all of these magical, we've got like such a stellar lineup for the erotic carnival this year because everybody's home. No one's traveling. And I was able to just get these phenomenal teachers. And so each of them are going to be teaching an erotic skill, different kinds of erotic skills. And so we do it carnival style, where you get to go on different rides, so to speak, right? You get to go dip in over here to learn lap dancing, or you get to go dip in over here to learn erotic talk, or you get to go over here and learn about yonis, or you get to go over here and learn about cocks or whatever. And so that there's like spaces for everyone, from the much more tame to the more kinky. So it runs the gamut so that people can, and you can see that's our friend Triambaka, who she's going to be here again this year. She teaches that class. She's done that every year of Fire Women, actually, and the women love it. And so
that's so cool.
So it's, to me, what this is, and I don't know if you want to even speak into some of the history of India with this, but we had cultures where there were sexual priestesses, where the sexual priestess was in the temple, because that was one of the highest forms of worship. And people could come and learn from the priestess herself. And then take that into their own lives. Like, that is a real herstory. And so to me, that has been, it's been so lost in modern cultures. And so it's really my version of that, of come learn from the sexual priestesses, come and just like bathe in their wisdom and just have fun and play. My God, we need to play right now.
Yes,
Things
we
are
do.
so serious right now. So it's very much about play and just taking the pressure off and getting to expand in ways we didn't even expect. So yeah, I'm curious what for you came up when you got to visit the Erotic Carnival the first time you came.
Oh yeah, I was amazed because yeah, you had like all these different pieces, and I got to also play a role in the last the Firewoman
Yeah, you did.
retreat. Yeah, I got to play there's a whole show that happens
You played
as well
the
with
femme fatale.
That's right. I was the femme fatale. That was really fun to embody. Oh my gosh. It was just like, oh, I definitely like I want to embody her. So what I love about an experience from the Firewoman is like you can really go and taste and awaken different aspects of yourself. Like there is a wild woman inside of you. There is a like curious. So there's just so much offering for you to explore in a really safe realm, for you to explore who you are sexually or who you could be sexually. Yeah. So there's a lot of teaching and curiosity, and everything goes. That's the beautiful thing is like, it's not shamed. It's encouraged for you to ask questions. It's encouraged for you to explore something you have never explored before. So, and you really have an array of incredible offerings. So for me, it was eye-opening, heart-opening, yoni-opening, like truly beautiful. And I'm honored I've gotten to be a part of it in like offering the movement side of it, which is so important, is to, be in your body in order to receive these next up levels in your own sexuality too. So I get to teach this weekend and be a part of the whole thing, which is another bonus. So, and there's so many testimonials, like, I'm giving you my testimonial, but there's so many testimonials on the site itself. If you want to check out the site, what is it? What is the actual site? I can't see it in this moment.
Just firewomanretreat.com.
Yeah, perfect. Firewomanretreat.com. Check it out. You'll be able to read also some more. Yeah. So Amy Jo, what else, like from what I just shared, what do you experience? Like you're the creator of this. What do you get to receive too? What was your? Yeah. We create things so we can receive too. So what do you get to receive?
Firewoman is usually really busy. So, I don't get to enjoy it in the same way. The place that I get to enjoy from is, my creativity. It brings together all of these aspects of what I am and what is important to me. Sacred theater, where you played the femme fatale in the sexual archetype ritual, which we're not doing at this particular event, but we will do again online at a different date just because of time. Getting to bring that play, getting to really drop in deep with people and help to midwife people through their own healing and through their own release of shame and trauma and the different things that we are carrying around sexuality, so that they can really embody that freedom that you talk about, that I talk about, and be so fully in their bodies and really receive. What I have seen is so many of us, and I think it's people of all genders, but I think women in particular have a really hard time receiving. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. One of which is that, the biggest, I think, is just the ways that we are socialized not to care for ourselves, but to care for everybody else first. And that only when other people's needs are taken care of do we then meet our own needs. Only when everybody else is fed does mom sit down at the table. You still see that a lot. And so really taking taking a look at that, taking a look at the socialization that has taught women that we come last. Because I'll tell you right now, and what's happening in our world, women get to come first. And I think, we're already seeing this wave around women coming into office, women stepping into power in a very different way. We're certainly seeing that in the United States. There are, of course, many countries being led by women around the world, just not us yet. But we're really watching women come into their power. And I think what we are going to see is a deep acceleration of that, because what we've been doing isn't working. The systems aren't working. The systems are broken. The systems are working for a very small percentage of people. And so we are in a time where women get to really step up, and people of color get to really step up, and queer people get to really step up. And we get to be listening to new voices and different voices, because it is different voices that's going to take us into the new world, not the same old voices. So I think there's such a big piece around helping women to shed the crap, the socialization, the crap, the messaging they've taken in, the putting themselves last piece, to really learn to receive, which allows them to then be fully in themselves, fully in their bodies, fully in their power, so that we then can really create a new world. And that is my vision. And that is what gets me out of bed every day, whether it's through the door of sexuality or another door. But I think that sexuality, you can't leave it behind. It is essential, and it is such a core part of who we are. You cannot push it to the side and then be in your full power. You have to bring it with you. So.
Yeah, and my belief is also that we get to utilize it in order to fuel our purpose.
Yes.
We are meant to utilize our yoni, our womb, our creation center, and our first chakra, all of it. Like, we are meant to utilize it. And that's another piece that is really strong in Fire Woman Retreat, is that aspect, is like, utilize this. Let's cultivate it and utilize it, awaken it, be in touch with it, embrace it. So yeah, you're totally like singing to so many leaders out there who are lost right now, or disconnected, or yearning to be reconnected with yourself. This is a perfect place for you to be in. So Amy Jo, what is a practice that you can maybe just give us a little taster of what we can maybe even expect, or what's something that's working for you in your everyday life that helps you to embody freedom? Like, what's one thing?
Oh my gosh.
You?
One thing. There's so many. Well, I mean, I've been really on top of my practices. Even this morning, I was like, I had to get ready, and I was short for time, and I almost skipped my workout, and I said, nope. And I did a 7-minute ab workout. I was like, I can do 7 minutes before I get in the shower. So definitely giving to my body every day before I go into the day is so, so important. One of the things that I'm going to share, actually, two quick practices with people, and you can do this with me right now.
Yes, please. So get into receptive mode, everyone, and receive this. This is our morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is for you, but receive it. Receive this into your being.
Yeah. It's really easy, I think, sometimes to just go full force into our day, or to be, certainly these days, behind a computer, forgetting about our bodies, right? Like sitting here for so long. And so one of the things that I do, and I do it as part of my meditation practice in the morning, and I also take breaks during my day to do it, is I just shower my body with love. I shower my body with touch. So if you start at the crown of your head, this is about touching really intentionally, coming down the back of your neck, even rubbing your neck, or just do whatever feels good, whatever kind of touch feels good, down onto my shoulders. This part of my body has been achy sitting in front of the computer too much. So I give it a lot of extra love, even coming down your face, feeling your cheekbones, your eye sockets, your jaw, your lips, your chin, really, hi body, hello, thank you, and then add the gratitude, and then just really coming down the front of the body, rub your breast, do what feels good, rub your belly, all the way down to your thighs, and I would be standing, but just so I can sit with you, I'm going to stay here. And so standing, I would get all the way down, go all the way down to your shins, your calves. I like to squeeze my calves and squeeze my thighs. Like, just do whatever feels good. Like, hello. Maybe you want a little massage. Maybe you've got like a little something that's achy. Give it to that. All the way down, getting your feet and the bottoms of your feet really connecting and waking up your body. It's a waking up, and you're bringing the blood flow into your body, and then coming back and reaching around and getting as much of your back as you can get. So I just love to reach around. I like to reach up. For the yoga teachers in the room, you can kind of reach up between the, if you can do this guy, you can kind of reach up between the shoulder blades, reach around and get your wings. I love to get that wing part. That doesn't get touched enough. So reaching around, giving, and this is really great for people that are alone right now, that aren't with other people. They're not getting touch from other people like myself, right? So it's giving yourself touch, and then like get your butt, definitely get your butt. It feels really, really good to rub your butt. So one of my clients named this the 2-minute tingle, right? And definitely don't skip your genitals. Hi, genitals. They're part of everything, right? So we're not like going around them. We're just really connecting with your whole body, getting your arms all the way down to your hands. Like, a lot of times our hands don't actually get touched. They're just busy all day long doing things. And so really coming into your hands and like massaging them, and thank you, hands. Gosh, you do so much for me. And so if you really want to take this up a notch, do gratitude as you get to each part of your body. Right? Thank you for what you do for me. Thank you, heart. Give yourself a heart rub. Thank you for beating and keeping everything going. You're so amazing. Thank you, heart. Thank you, breasts, feeding my babies, bringing me pleasure, whatever. Like, really just thank your body. How often do we just pause and really thank all the parts of it and all it does for us? So really, really doing this with intention. So I do this as part of my meditation every morning. And another piece that I'm going to add here at the end is the Creation Mudra. And so Creation Mudra is this. Right? And I do this at my altar. So it's really bringing towards you, scooping up, bringing towards you, right? And so just getting into a rhythm feels really good to like do this standing and be moving on your feet. And I'll say a prayer while I do the Creation Mudra for my day, what I want to create in my day. Really, really powerful mudra. I always feel it elevate the vibration in my body. Like I feel like I go to the upper rooms when I do that mudra. And so that's also something I just bring in at other times during my day. That Creation Mudra is so powerful. I really encourage you to explore with it. Yeah. So those are the two quick practices I do. And the beautiful thing about them is it takes, like, you can spend 2 minutes on it. You could spend 10 or 15, but you could spend as much time as you want, but just really giving your body that intentional touch.
I love that. That's so beautiful. And really naturally, like, this is what children do. Like, you see them and they're just, it's so good. Yeah. So what a sweet practice. And I love that creation. Yeah. That's cool. Mudra. Yeah. Love it. Beautiful. Well, you are all invited to come and join us today in like a few hours from now for the opening ceremony of Fire Woman Retreat with Amy Jo and many other facilitators and leaders and guides and teachers and explorers of sexuality. So come and join us. It's going to be a really beautiful experience. Is there anything else, Amy Jo, that you want to say?
I'm just so excited, and I know people are in a whole range of places. There's a lot of emotions right now. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of uncertainty. And I just want to remind you that it is out of uncertainty, and that piece again around like necessity is the mother of invention. It is out of those places that sometimes the most brilliant creations start, the most brilliant visions come forth. So I just, whether you join us at Fire Women Retreat for the women, and which always includes trans women and the non-binary folks out there who are welcome, or whether you find some way of really connecting to that internal place of home in yourself, and that internal visionary, and that internal creatrix or creator. That's what is the juice right now. And so it's a gift that we get to slow down and connect to that. And I know a lot of the artists who are watching know this, right? It is a gift to have that quiet time. We need that. And I also understand the loneliness and the longing that's happening right now. And so how can you midwife yourself in your own home birth right now? What do you get to birth out of this time? That's what we get to do this weekend. I'm so excited you're going to be there. Thank you for being a part of it and just being such an amazing sister, and for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, our honor. I love what you create, and I'm definitely all for it. It's great for all of our growth and learning, no matter what stage of the game of leadership or offering that we are in the world. It's a beautiful place to be, and you really gather some all incredible people together. So really powerful hearts and yeah. So it's really beautiful. Yeah. We get to now pick an Embody Oracle card deck.
Yes, I love this deck so much. I keep giving them to people, so I have to order more because I've ordered several already, and they keep disappearing. I have to get. I'm like, I need one.
To hear. I love it. So the Embody Oracle card deck. We are going to shuffle.
So beautiful.
And Amy Jo, let's take some deep breaths in together, and we're connecting in on all of the consciousness of this moment, as well as the consciousness of all those that are receiving right now. So tell me when to stop shuffling.
Right there.
And then tell me when to stop.
Right there.
I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, this is fun. Trust.
Ooh, trust. Look at her.
Beautiful.
Trust. There's also a card in here. I was curious that we were going to get it, called Turn Your Sexy On. We're going to trust that
trust
this
is a part of that
card right now.
I mean, it's really a huge part of turning your sexy on, like we do have to feel that trust. We have to feel safe enough. We have to feel seen in order to receive. I do think that actually is perfect. It's the perfect card because it is such a big piece of the work and of what keeps us from having the connection and the love and the sexiness and the joy and the play and all the things we want.
Yes, totally. So why don't we read Trust? You are safe, held, and loved. Sacred sister, your intuition is now guiding you to relax into the beautiful power of trust. Just as a child needs love from parental hearts, you too get to know you are held, safe, and loved. Every situation and circumstance gives you the opportunity to reconnect with your birthright of confidence and faith. You can mend any broken trust by looking at nature, the way flowers bloom and the butterflies come into new form out of the chrysalis. When you let go and trust, you welcome patience, and the anxiousness disappears with renewed energy for creation itself. Your power is your own intuition. Listen to it and trust its guidance. You will now soar into greater capabilities and empower others with your wings spread wide open to embrace life and all that you have to offer it. Whoo! So the Embody invitation, I won't read it, but it is Unwind the Spine. So do some exercises today to unwind your spine and release the nervous system. So when you take it around and move it and cat-cow and all those things, you come into higher alignment. And come today to our Fire Woman retreat ceremony at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Pacific Coast time. And we have just go to firewomanretreat.com, and he's got on the if you want the card deck, you go to embodyoracle.com. Thank you for putting that on the screen as well, DTO. And the Firewoman Retreat here is now on the screen, firewomanretreat.com. And the whole weekend, it's this whole weekend beautiful offering. So come and be with us. It's going to be magical. Yeah. So honored to have you here, my love, and thank you for your wisdom and your beauty and you being a stance for this work, and powering it through.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, blast Amy Jo, and with so much gratitude and love. Whew. Yeah, sister, thank you for being on, and see you later on today. Thank you for being here. I'm Hemalayaa, your host. This is the Embody Freedom series. And sisters, those of you who have been called to your greater leadership, come and join us in our Embody Sisterhood group. This group is it's a private group, so you have to be accepted to join. But come and search in Facebook, Embody Sisterhood with Hemalayaa, and asked to join. Of course, answer all the questions, because I've got like about 20 of you in there that haven't answered your questions, and we want to know that you are, you're not a robot, first of all, and that you are, in on the commitments for the group itself. So in this group, I've just actually added a beautiful womb activation experience that was specifically part of a teaching that I did in a masterclass. It's embodied visibility and leadership. So go and grab that. I just put it in there last night. The whole masterclass is there for the next 24 hours only, and you can have access to that. That is called Activate Your Feminine Leadership. And that is for you to, those of you who are called yoga teachers, is a game changer for you. Yoga teachers and spiritual teachers and light leaders. This is a game changer for you to learn how to shift and pivot right now, your whole purpose, your dharma, into being online or being in service in the way that you can now. And there's some great ways that you can really prosper greatly. So this particular womb activation, I also just added it. It's 20 minutes. Really powerful. So we are going to sign off today just with a big thank you to our DTO who produces the show. We've got Nancy Montes, who also supports greatly. I just wanted to do a shout out to our team who's holding it down, and all the facilitators that come on. Thank you for your love and your light. And those of you who have been receiving and share with us in live time and otherwise, because I know that I hear from a lot of you that you're watching it later. I know there's a lot of sleeping in right now, right? And you're on different time zones and whatnot. So thank you, and I acknowledge you, and we ask you to share this video. Share, be a part of the celebration of this information getting out there so that the world can benefit. We can all benefit greatly. So if you have a spark for yourself, you're seeing something, share this video, share about the show, and we can grow our tribe. All right, so much love. Thank you again, Amy Jo, for being on. Thank you, DTO, for holding it down. Thank you, all of our team, and all the allies and the angels that make all this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the Embody Freedom Show. We are here Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Coast time. All right, out.